It starts quietly. Your dog, usually a whirlwind of paws and happy greetings, is just still. He doesn't lift his head when you walk in. He turns his nose up at his favorite treat. You put a hand on his head and he feels warm. You touch his nose. It feels dry and hot. But is that real? Is the old warm nose means fever trick anything more than a myth? Mostly, no. It's an unreliable clue and a much bigger mystery. The real signs are more subtle. Watch their behavior. Are they lethargic, moving like they're wading through water? Are they shivering, even though the house isn't cold? Look at their eyes. Do they seem glassy or red? Maybe they're panting without any exertion, or there's a sudden cough. These are the whispers that something is wrong. They could be signs of a dozen different things, but a fever is often the common thread. The body's first alarm bell ringing to signal an invasion, an infection, or a reaction to something they shouldn't have eaten. But all those signs are just circumstantial evidence. To know for sure, you need to get a clear confession. And for that, you need a digital rectal thermometer. I know, it's not the most glamorous task, but it is the single most accurate gold standard way to get the truth. Ear thermometers exist, but they can be notoriously finicky, thrown off by earwax or just a tricky shape of a dog's ear canal. So take a deep breath, grab a pet-specific digital thermometer, put a little petroleum jelly on the tip, and ask someone to help keep your dog calm and steady. Gently, you insert it just about an inch into their rectum. It's a few seconds of awkwardness for a world of certainty. When the thermometer beeps, you'll have your answer. So what are you looking for? A dog's normal temperature is actually higher than ours, running anywhere from 99.5 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a range. But if that little screen reads 103 degrees or higher, you're officially looking at a fever. This is your cue to call the veterinarian. And if the number is shocking, something like 106 degrees, it's a critical emergency. Don't wait. A fever that high can cause serious damage. The number on that thermometer tells you that there's a problem. Your vet will help you figure out the why. It could be a straightforward bacterial infection, like a UTI or an abscessed tooth. It could be a more serious virus, like canine distemper or parvovirus, which is why vaccines are so crucial. Or maybe they got into the trash and ate something toxic, like onions, xylitol from sugar-free gum, or even certain houseplants. Here's the single best thing you can do. Not when your dog is sick, but right now while they're healthy and happy. Take their temperature. Do it a few times on different days, around the same time of day. Average it out. That's their personal baseline. Knowing that specific number for your dog is a superpower. It turns you from someone who is guessing based on a warm nose into someone who knows with certainty the moment their body's internal weather has changed. It's the difference between worrying and knowing. And in that difference, you give your best friend the best possible care, right when they need it most.